She is so thrown and looks deeply upset about the experience.
I've met all kinds of slayers in my lifetime. Dragon slayers and demon slayers, and now a giant slayer. And they all have this one thing in common: short lifespans. Go, Rasheen.
Damn,
Finish
he's so
her.
much better at it than I am. Okay.
Right here, you guys are getting cozy.
Oh dear.
Chris Hansen appears.
Damn. I drive the van away. Fuck this.
Okay, so spurred on by Azgara's words, Rasheen
Say
will.
spurt on? Because that's gross.
Phrasing.
Aw.
We haven't had enough dates for that, buddy.
In any case, he will follow up and draw the singing blade of his kingdom and close in on the general. And can I? Is it possible to finish them?
You can give it a shot.
Okay, I will give it a shot.
Have to take damage first, because you're moving against a threat to the world.
You have a thing with me, man? Because I just threw you there. I'm helping you out. Yeah.
So
but with harmony. That's right.
harmonious.
Harmonious.
Right. And okay, so I'll take damage to armor as well.
All right.
And yeah, so finish them as blood, right?
You have to tell me how you're finishing them, and then that determines what stat you use.
I see.
Now, your companion threw you at them, so you might want to roll your bonds, or you can roll blood, or grace.
Yeah, I'll roll our bond. That seems good. How do I do that?
How many bonds do you have with them?
1.
So you roll +1.
Okay.
Okay. So, you deal damage to a stat that makes sense, and you lose your advantage. If an ally was keeping them busy, they aren't anymore. So, let's see. Her stats. She has got the Giant Slayer, Big Game Hunter. Oh, she can't be tossed aside or kept busy. Whoops.
God damn it.
Let's start again, guys.
Causality reversal.
When the GM doesn't read the monster's manual entry. Oh no.
I made this character 2 months ago.
And he wrote the monster's manual. I've done worse, don't worry.
The harder they fall and recklessly wild. And plus, yeah. So you can... I guess she's already been tossed aside or kept busy, so we should probably remove that one.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
So we've removed that stat.
Just really quick, change one of those to visual nullification so she can't even get fooled again. That won't work on me a second time, Azgara!
Smug, the playbook for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, the gang that she's with is perturbed by this manhandling of their general. They don't like it.
Maybe they can join us instead.
They don't dislike it that much.
Are we sure? Let's talk them into it, guys.
And so
I'll have to get an action.
elements of the gang start moving against each of you. This guy comes over here and starts whacking at the tree you're on, Hezmac. Trying to knock you down and
Maybe you should
pound you
throw
into the
some
ground.
flaming. Maybe you should throw some flaming pine cones at him. Keep him at bay.
You boys whacking out at the tool shed again.
And this group charges Azgara with their jagged spears, which actually look like they might be able to hurt him. Almost as if the giant slayer has trained her army to slay giants. And this last group turns around and tries to clock Rasheen on the back of the head. Just try to cold cock him straight up with the hilt of
Up
their
on the noggin.
gross-looking swords.
Wow, that's a bit of a predicament for us.
You each are going to have to find some way to deal with that. Plus, the Harbinger disappeared when he touched something associated with the Overlord to that apple.
Don't touch his stuff, man. You just don't do it.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I thought it was a good idea.
Maybe it is a good idea. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, it might have been the key that's going to save everything.
I might come back as Bentley, the other different color that isn't like.
Hey, come on, we're going to get sued.
Bentley the fuchsia.
Bentley the puce.
Bentley Hambeast the fuchsia.
Well, fuchsia's like a purple, and purple is the color of royalty. Prince knew this.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
As Marza is swinging that big old axe around, you can hear the key that Bentley pointed out jangling against the blades as well. Something familiar about that key to one of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does looking closely cost me an action of some sort?
Oh, first you guys have to deal with the attacks coming your way.
Oh, right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my area attack on him.
Okay.
My energy shield. Blowed them up. Let's see.
So are you attempting to finish them or overcome that attack?
I'm gonna attempt to finish them. I'm gonna try to just blow them up. Now, I do forget though how the collateral damage piece works.
It's going to hurt somebody around here that you don't want it to hurt.
I see.
All right, so
Well,
what's the advantage that you've got over this guy or this group?
Let's see. I just morally crushed them when I threw their leader, Giant Slayer, like they were nothing, and then sent a human after her to kill her.
Okay, so they're deeply upset. Their pride is wounded. They're not at their best. So was that blood you were using?
It was, yes.
Okay. So you deal damage to one of their stats. They've got 2 stats. And you lost that advantage over that gang there. So, well, they've got 2 stats plus the gang stat.
Yep. I'm also going to... Can I damage myself with that, since I'm basically like throwing it almost right at my feet?
You can do that, yes.
I'll damage my wisdom, since it was pretty unwise to do that.
All right.
But whatever, they're kind of blown up now.
Your wisdom is thus damaged, and I guess we'll say we damaged that gang stat. And this group is flung away. And you're now dealing with 2 groups.
Alright, so I've got mine right under the tree, trying to get me out of it.
Yep.
Not a good situation. Probably something that I really would want to get away from.
Probably.
Yes. Not much point in trying to overcome when they're not quite within arm's reach. Although they're getting close.
They are.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get away from these guys. Roll my grace. Which unsurprisingly is not very good. It's -1. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky.
Well, give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna defy these odds right here. I did not defy those odds.
Unfortunately, you did not defy the odds, no. You fall out of the tree, and they're just poking at you with their pikes. You gotta either take some damage or lose some gear from that onslaught. Just pokey,
Check.
poke.
Let me check something real quick.
One of them says that. He goes, pokey, poke.
I'm gonna leave that one alive.
Alright, so you gotta take some damage or lose some equipment there. Hopefully you don't land on top of the guzzler and blow it up.
No, I wouldn't want to do that. So well, I'm in really cool space pants. I can't lose those though. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna damage my grace even further. Well, not
Okay.
even further. It's just a -1.
Yeah, you just mark it down. When you're rolling with a stat that's damaged, you're in despair.
Quite correct. So yeah, they get me.
Oh no. Rasheen, what are you going to do about this guy trying to smack you in the back of the head?
Let's see.
You're going to try and get in a headbutting competition and overcome that battle, or are you going to dodge and dip and dance?
I'm gonna try to overcome. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
How are you going to do that? What's that look like?
let's see. So, Rasheen is going to, as the guy's coming against him with his full strength, rather than try to straight up overpower him, Rasheen will attempt to turn his own strength against him by stepping into the blow and using his momentum to throw him to the ground. And so with that, I'm making a play for wisdom instead of something like grace or what have you.
Well, with overcome, you got to use your blood.
Oh, well,
redirect
blood's
that.
fine too. Yeah.
But once you've knocked them, if you manage to knock them over, then you'd certainly be at an advantage and could
Right.
try and wisely overcome or wisely finish them.
Okay.
Let's see if you can judo this guy. Or rather, these 10 guys.
He'll just judo one guy and knock the others over like bowling pins.
Mm-hmm.
If it works.
No, it looks like it's working.
You know.
Yeah, you can
7/8
choose
split.
one. You can pay a price to avoid taking the damage and getting knocked away. Or you can create a temporary solution. Maybe you're in a power struggle there.
I'll pay a price.
Okay. What's the price you're going to pay?
The price is as Rasheen executes the maneuver, one of his health potions falls out and shatters on the ground, so he loses that item.
Oh no. You're cherry
Did not
flavored.
did not properly secure them.
Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, so you've judoed these guys.
Yeah, it's like Dynasty Warriors.
Karate.
Hey, look, everyone, the human isn't dead yet. You continue to impress me, my friend.
And all
Bentley,
on
you
purpose.
find yourself in a swirling black vortex. You can see hints of light all around you, but you can't quite reach them no matter how you try. There doesn't seem to be anything under your feet but shifting nothingness.
That's unfortunate. Let me look at my thing here.
You can actually feel a pull on whatever it is that you're holding in your hand. Ah, right, yes, the Overlord's sword. You can feel it tugging in a certain direction, as if it wants to go there.
Well, then Might as well be a big dummy and use it like a
Divining rod.
divining rod, a dowsing barrel.
Finds,
Barrel.
he's gonna find water.
With a
It's
barrel.
time to find water with a barrel. Yeah, that way.
I found water. That's the water barrel, Bentley.
Is
Oh.
Yeah, I
First
found it.
Edition playing in the background.
What's that?
Just dropped in to see what my condition was in. This is your
Oh.
do dream sequence. Use it
Oh
wisely.
wow! Yeah. Are there bowling girls?
Sure.
Let's go find Jackie Treehorn by following the sword's nose, because it probably knows better than I do at this point.
All right, you're gonna let the sword tow you along.
Might as well.
Okay. You feel the lights that were hinting at existence. They start to become stronger and stronger and begin to envelop you, and you suddenly find yourself falling, not from too great of a height, maybe about 15 feet, and you land heavily on some sand. You're in a different place. You're in some kind of desert.
I guess I'll look closely at the desert.
Okay.
Oh, an 8.
Good stuff. You got 2 questions.
Tell me about this desert. Like, what's going on with the desert? Let me know about this desert. Tell me about desert.
You are definitely in the desert near the Overlord's stronghold.
Oh, whoops.
Like 100%. If you look at the world map, which I'll bring you back all over to for a minute.
Boy, I'm super far from,
You're about here.
oh boy.
You can see a lot of dead trees, mountains off in the distance. I mean, you'd recognize this place, or what it used to
Yeah,
be.
it looks awful. It looks terrible. Oh, jeez. Well, my second question, I guess, is, is there something hidden or out of place in the desert?
Yeah, for sure. You can see some ruins of what used to look like a perfectly good, fort just to the east of you. Beyond that, though, you can still hear the sounds of the battle happening back on the other side of the continent,
Huh.
as if there were a path of some sort, a hole
Well-
in space and time.
Oh man, I think I just found the warp zone to level 8-8, you guys. I'm gonna start heading back towards the path, because maybe if they're touching me while I'm touching the apple, maybe if my buds are touching me while I'm touching the apple, we can take this fight to the big mean nasty man.
Okay.
Without too much problem.
All right.
Let's Guardians of the Galaxy this thing.
You're going to try and, climb a tree to get back up to the entry point?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I've got a wizard's trinket left. I'll use it to make a useful spell of going up there. Getting up in there. Getting way up in there, Morty.
Okay. So you get out a wizard's trinket. And you get yourself closer to where you arrived. Up in the sky, and the sword starts to vibrate just a little bit.
Okay. Does it shoot a beam of light when I look at it, and then tell me all the secrets of the universe? And Skeletor shows up. And it's like, hey, what's up, E-Man?
Not quite.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
Sweet for the Netflix remake.
Yeah, this sword never does anything related to light.
Remember when Cartoon Network made the He-Man remake, Smug?
No, I don't.
Oh man, it was done in like Flash. It wasn't too great.
But yeah, you can see a swirling portal forming in the air, and through it you can see the crystal. You can see the other side, where the people are still fighting there.
Hmm.
And
I guess I'll call to them.
Okay.
Hey, fellows, my fellows, I will say. Hello, good fellows. Let us go down to the colossal pillar of wasp eggs. I'll tell them to get to the portal.
Bring no weapons.
Bring no weapons, because we won't need them.
I never do.
All right, so back at the combat, Hezmac and Azgara at least can see. Suddenly, there's a portal where Bentley was, in front of the egg. You can hear his voice. Yeah, but you're all still being attacked by a bunch of thugs and a really angry general with that key on her axe. So you had to prioritize here. What's happening?
Well, being that Rasheen is closest to the general, he'll make a play for the key first.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
Well, being that she's still like on the ground reeling, he's gonna. Actually, no. He'll do the. How is the key like on a little loop or something like that?
Yeah, it's on a little like a leather thong that's
okay.
Tied around.
So he's going to attempt to deftly cut that from her axe with his sword and catch it in his other hand.
Okay. What kind of move do you want to use to do that?
Let's see. How about courage? It seems like a bold move.
Okay. So how are you getting an advantage over her? You're trying to.
Let's see. Well, let's see. I already damaged one of her stats, didn't I?
You damaged one of her stats, yeah.
Yeah. So doesn't that give me advantage over her?
Damaging her doesn't give you advantage. You have to come up with a narrative reason how you've got an advantage over her right now.
Okay. I will say the narrative reason is that he, so what Rasheen does is he, once the goons are dealt with and indisposed for the moment, Rasheen will turn to her and advance, and he'll make several feints and false starts to try and keep her on her toes, appearing like he's intending to attack her, and then at the last second what he actually does is goes for the key instead.
Okay. Now you still have to damage yourself for moving against, a threat to the world.
Right.
But
okay.
Give it a shot. See what you can do.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Very nice.
Hey.
Okay. So, obviously you don't destroy a threat to the world, but you have certainly put paid to her, Pride, rather. Oh, and actually, sorry, you do have to take an additional damage because one of her stats was damaged, one of her traits was damaged.
Okay.
So you have to damage 2 things in total for this move.
Okay, so I'll say that Rasheen twists his ankle a little bit as he does that, so I'll damage Grace.
Okay. All right, so your blade snicker snacks and just slashes through that loop. The key flies up into the air, and Marza, seeing this, suddenly just screams with horror, like straight up fear. It's pretty clear it's not fear of you, but something about seeing that key fly away from her axe has got her, like, pants-pissingly scared. This is a lady who kills giants for a living.
Right.
For fun. Alright, that key's up in the air. She's quaking in her boots. It doesn't seem like she's going to be attacking you again anytime soon. She's trying to get to that key. It's flying up in the air.
I go for the key too.
Okay. How are you going to get that key?
Well, she's shorter than Rasheen, so I'd say he'd try to jump off the top of her head and grab it.
His answer is literally, I got height. This is great.
I've got mad uppies.
My Super Mario Bros.
Use
on her
me
head.
as a springboard!
Dude, just call her Goomba from now on. This is great.
Okay, so that sounds like a getaway roll. You need to get somewhere out of reach.
Oh, okay.
Don't mess up.
Oh, Grace was just damaged, so...
Yeah, you do have to roll in despair, unfortunately.
I'm never going to say this to you again, but I believe in you.
Despair means I take
Please.
I take the lesser die.
The lower.
You roll 3 and you take the lowest dice.
But hey.
I mean, still.
Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you pick one of the options from getaway. Get there quickly, avoiding any harm along the way. You get there quietly, drawing no attention. You grab someone nearby and bring them along with you. I know what I'd suggest.
I'll pick the avoid harm one since I've already taken quite a bit of harm.
Yeah. Okay. You grab that key. You airbud it. And that key is in your hand. You can feel great power, but also darkness surging through you as your hand closes around the key.
Damn. Rasheen calls upon the spirits of his ancestors to keep him strong and walking the right path.
Okay. Now the two groups are still fighting, but their hearts don't seem in it. Their general appears to be running away.
I'm going to... Let's see, what would I do to try to turn them against her?
You could try to speak softly or finish them with sense.
Yeah, I'll try that. Try that.
Or wisdom, rather.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, good stuff.
You've seen your leader fall before us, a slayer of I don't know what. Now it's time for you to join a true cause, to save this world.
They kind of look at you and they just go and they shrug. Okay. What do you want us to do, sir?
Oh, you'll be coming with us, I think. Probably through this portal to go after our friend, who I can only assume is on the other side.
Indeed.
So really all I'm going to ask you to do is what you're very good at. Destroy your enemies. But I decide who those are now.
All right, if you say so. They go and fall in line behind you.
Now I have my own army as if I'm becoming a threat to the world.
Yeah, so Hezmac's gonna stand up now that he's no longer getting stabbed in the legs.
Yeah, you can. You got 3-4 dudes following you now, Azgara.
The one that kept saying "pokey."
Yeah.
When he was poking, I promote him.
Okay. He's now Lieutenant Pokey McPokeson.
Yeah.
It's his given name. His mom didn't like him much.
Sorry, man. We're his new family now. We got him.
He's deeply appreciative of that.
Yeah, please don't stab me anymore.
Only if he tells us not to.
No, we're all friends here now. It's a whole different kind of thing. Before you were all about just destruction for no reason. Now it'll be for a reason, my reasons. And then there's Rasheen over there. Human, you're still alive.
Indeed,
Congratulations. I knew that launching you after our enemy like a living missile would be the exact right play there.
It's like the Kirk torpedo.
Okay. So we're going to, because we didn't last time, do an end of session move here. So, ask yourselves, did you save or protect a community in need?
Not really.
This also includes the last time we played.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, you helped with Rasheen's dudes and the elves, right? So you did that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Wait, they're not on those graves? Oh, I was misremembering. Sorry.
That's not them, no. Did you strike a blow against the Overlord and their minions?
Yeah,
a little bit.
It seems a pretty decisive one. Did you learn more about the world and its peoples?
For sure. No, I wouldn't say so.
I don't know, man. I think we're about to, because I'm gonna ask these dudes what they're all about and where they're from. I'm gonna get on their level and learn their culture. This ain't no slavery now. I'm with them.
All right.
These are my boys.
Well, these are beast men. They tell you that they were actually born elves.
Damn.
And they were experimented upon, and by the Overlord's generals, particularly by Fosco Boffin, who you've now learned is one of the Overlord's generals.
That was the halfling guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's a great...
And a little old dude is like, I'm Fosco Boffin.
Yeah, that was him. So he experimented upon them, and breeding programs and all that magical bad news, and now they're beast people.
All right, folks, listen up. We're going to win so big. We're going to make this world great again. And you're going to help me.
They cheer. Yeah, all right,
yeah. Playing to the Beastmen. Got that Beastmen populism going.
It's like I'm in Florida right now.
Oh, so many Florida men. All right. So going forward, none of that's going to happen to you anymore. No one will be experimenting on you. And we will seek justice for what has been done.
Oh, that sounds great. Thanks.
Also, it's very clear they were lying to you because she was supposed to be a giant slayer, and she didn't even... I mean, she put a little nick in my armor. That's about it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, we did see her kill an awful lot of giants, but You seem to be a step above.
Few inches at least.
You're very tall, sir, yes. The tallest. They agree.
Are the beastmen small like the elves?
No, they're 12 feet tall.
Oh, man. I'm actually shorter than them. That's all right.
Yeah, they're all patronizing.
That's okay, man. I like it.
Alright, so you've learned something about the world and its peoples. So choose some options. You can choose the options more than once. You want me to put the options in the chat so you can remember them there?
Of course.
That would be helpful. We can consult the playbook that I linked, but I don't think it's going to help us very much.
Alright, so there's some typos in that one because of the formatting, but each Fellowship player refreshes one piece of their gear to its full value. Each Fellowship player chooses one stat to heal, doesn't have to be theirs. And the Fellowship and the Overlord each choose one player to level up. You cannot be chosen to level up if you are the highest level player, or if you've already been chosen for a level up this session.
What level is everybody?
I think I'm 2.
I'm also 2.
Yeah, I think we're all 2.
Everyone's 2, and the Overlord's 3.
I think we definitely gotta heal some stats.
Yeah, I think you guys have been beaten up pretty badly over the last 2 sessions.
Alright, let's heal 2 stats then and get a level up. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can choose any option as many times as you want, up to 3.
Sounds fantastic.
Alright, so we'll do that off screen. And when we return, maybe they'll go through the portal to join Bentley, or maybe they're going to go to Hawaii. We don't know.
Oh, I hope we're going to Hawaii.
I vote leave him to die.
Until the next time, all the best.